This is going to be the video that you guys need to rewatch when you're feeling down and out, you're frustrated, things aren't moving along at the pace that you want them to with your music career. Don't ruin your music careers. Watch this video. Hi guys, I'm Miss Krystle. I'm an entertainment attorney and public speaker. I'm the owner of Dukes Up Records, and most importantly, I'm an independent musician. We are releasing videos just like this every single week to make sure that you guys stay safe in your music careers. We're discussing things like trademarks and copyrights, music marketing, and everything in between. Make sure you subscribe, turn on that bell notification so you don't miss any new videos. In this video, we're going to cover 3 important things you have to keep in mind to not ruin your music career. So, let's get into it. Number 1, doubt and honor policy. The doubt and honor policy is something that you should be doing from the absolute get-go and throughout your entire career. And when I say doubt and honor policy, I'm talking about you have to doubt everyone that approaches you, everyone that you work with, especially those who are promising you big things, big dreams. They're going to make you a big star. Because there are so many misguided, manipulative kind of people in this industry, and I'm sure most of you have run into a few in your career at this point, you just have to be a little bit skeptical. Not that I'm saying you need to be pessimistic or everyone's just trying to take advantage of you, but you need to be kind of positioned in a way where you doubt and you're going to double check when people make a certain promise. Now, the honor aspect has to do more with you. Regardless of what anyone else is doing or if someone's trying to take advantage of you, you have to always conduct yourself with honor and respect, and these are things that, on a human kind of level, do it anyway, but it really ends up helping your career. And you'll find that you end up running into a lot of the same people, a lot of the same producers and, let's say music curators for TV shows, and these are the people that stay within the industry, and so if they get to know you and they know that you are great to work with, you have a great attitude, you're professional, these are the things that stay with them years down the road when maybe an opportunity would come up. Maybe they're considering your song versus a few other potential artists, and they're going to remember you, and they're going to remember how you behaved. So you have to kind of have this perspective that you're going to, question and double check with people that say things to you, promise you things. This is where the contracts come into play. But probably even more importantly than that is how you act and how you conduct yourself with every single person that you work with throughout your music career. Number 2, when it comes to opportunities, size doesn't matter. Now, you're presented with this incredible opportunity. It's a show, it's a record label deal, it's a management contract, and you are jumping for joy. You're so excited, it's amazing. Well, you gotta kind of check yourself as a business person and to not be kind of blindsided by the emotion. And that's probably one of the most dangerous things as musicians that we have to kind of fight against is our emotion and being able to stay business-minded and kind of strategic. So if you're, for example, in the record label is offering you, a deal. So in that particular example, you don't want to walk away from it because maybe you haven't had some things going on in a while. You haven't really been able to get some music released. You're not getting the marketing, the distribution. Your fan following is kind of not where you want it to be. And so you think that the record label is going to make all these things and all these opportunities available for you. So this goes to the sit down with your attorney, go through the contract, be strategic. And I would even just challenge you guys to be brave enough to say no to some of these opportunities that seem really big and really exciting if there's enough red flags. If you're getting from your mentors and your family and your parents and everyone saying, even though you're excited and you think this could be good, this is why it's bad. Actually weigh those things and take them all into consideration. Now, on the flip side, I've had this long-standing belief that there is no opportunity that is too small. And in my career, I have experienced this over and over, where it was someone that I just so happened to meet at this random networking event or at some, standing in line at the grocery store, just the most strange kinds of encounters. But because there was some kind of opportunity to connect or to do something together, it ended up evolving and ended up being, even with some of my team members, some people that are now long-term team members with my label, with my own management, and just some amazing things can happen if you just take those opportunities. Now, I'm not saying to collaborate with everyone who approaches you. Like, there needs to be some kind of filtration that happens, and so obviously you're going to say no to some opportunities, big and small, but I just want you guys to be in the right mindset and to be strategic about everything that you do with your music career, because you're serious and you're going to grow. You're going to get where you need to be, but the only way that you're going to get there is by being smart every step of the way. Number 3, take responsibility into your own hands. Now, you guys know, if you've been following along, that a common theme of all of my videos is be your own label, be your own boss, be your manager, your agent, be whoever you need to be to help propel your career to the next level, even if you don't happen to have that particular team member at any given point. And I kind of challenge you guys to think through this, and what are the benefits of having to take on those responsibilities? Well, it's that now you know what it takes to do a certain job, and more importantly, you know how you want to be represented. It's going to be a little bit tricky to communicate that with a manager or a booking agent if you haven't actually done those things yourself. So, there's an unintended benefit of being willing to take on that responsibility. But then also, it's always going to be kind of your reminder that this is your career. No one is ever going to care about your music career as much as you do. And that's just the truth. And it's a good thing that you kind of come to terms with that, because I think that as musicians, especially if we put in a lot of time and we put in a lot of effort to grow and release music, well, there still is no entitlement. There's still no, you deserve something over someone else. You have to kind of earn that. You have to earn that with your fans and the people that you work with, and having that good karma and that goodwill because you've been great to work with. All of these things end up playing into how successful your music career is. Now, the title of this video is How to Not Ruin Your Career. Well, the way that you don't ruin your career is that you don't stop. You never stopped because you lost a team member or you didn't know how to do music marketing. Well, hopefully you found this video because you were looking for music marketing tips, because you were willing to take on that responsibility for yourself. Guys, just remember that every step of your career, it's a journey. And there's going to be hills and valleys, and things can get so frustrating along the way. But if you kind of always remember that this is your responsibility to figure out, if you've now figured out all the ways not to do something, you're going to figure out the way to do it right. And you're going to keep trying until you succeed. So, in a quick story time, when I was in my teens, I remember I was working with this music producer, and it was just one of those situations where we, hadn't discussed money up front. We certainly didn't agree to any kind of compensation. So it was a collaborative process. And at the point, I had started college, and so things were just really crazy in my life, but music was always the number one. And so as we were working together, things were going well. And I remember this song was just the most excited I had been about any song in so long. And so we were at the 11th hour. We're going into like music video pre-production. It's all just like my entire world is this song at this point. And I remember this producer came back and he goes, well, in order to finish the song, get it mixed and mastered, you're going to need to pay me. And based on what he was asking, it just wasn't something I could do at that time. And so, call it miscommunication, call it, that's not how I felt at the time, to be clear. Call whatever you want. The entire project ended up just following through, and it was just so devastating. And that kind of devastation has occurred many, many times over the following years into my career, and nothing changes. There's always going to be disappointment. There's always going to be deals that are broken, contracts that are breached. And this is kind of part and parcel to what you're going to experience with your career. I mean, shoot, I had another opportunity where someone was looking at investing, and we're talking about hundreds of thousands of dollars. And so you see kind of this amazing opportunity, and for one reason or another, it doesn't work out, and you're incredibly disappointed. And so this goes back just kind of the purpose of this video. Really, the way to not ruin your career is to stay safe, to be thoughtful, to double check and to question when people tell you things and make you big promises, to get contracts reviewed, and to do everything along the way that can sometimes feel daunting or more administrative, but to be willing to do those things and to be smart about it. Because if this is what you want to do and this is your career path, you deserve to get to your intended destination. But at the end of the day, all of that's going to fall on you and the moves that you made throughout your music career. Alright, you guys, I'm going to get out of here, but thank you so much for watching this video. If you didn't already, drop a comment down below because I love chatting with you guys. In fact, today I was going through the drive-thru and the person taking my orders, she apparently follows me, and she said that she was watching my how to file a copyright application video, and she was taking notes because she was for her own song, and apparently she's a pop singer, so that was pretty cool. I love meeting you guys, so if not right here, come say hi on social media. It's Miss Krystle Live on all platforms, and yeah, it's always cool to connect with you guys. So I'm gonna get out of here. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe and turn on your bell notification so you get notified every time there's a new video, and I'll see you guys on the next one. I'm Miss Krystle.